Yes, let's talk about another important part of putting your visa application together that people feel like to neglect. Now, that important part is what you will see a generic reason like you have not answered your questions truthfully. By this reason, I have refused your visa. And you'll be wondering, what have I done that I have not answered my question truthfully? Let me tell you, the major reason about that is you not declaring that you have been refused visa before. Some people will say it's been 10 years, they refused me visa for US, Australia, or United Kingdom. These people, they are all in the same WhatsApp group. So when one have refused you visa, please, if you're applying to the other one, explain to them that yes, they've refused me visa. If this one have refused you, tell the A that B have refused me. If C have refused you, tell D that D have refused me. It doesn't cost you anything to tell the visa officer in your new application that yes, so the previous application that I put up was refused because of so and so reason. That will show that you're answering your question truthfully. Whether it's 10 years, whether it's 15 years, whether it's 30 years, make sure that as far as you are doing a fresh application after that particular one, you're going to put the reason for the recent refusals. Now, if you have been refused in 2 or 3 countries, mention those countries accordingly. Mention them. Maybe you have been refused from Netherlands, you put the Netherlands, you put Australia, United Kingdom, in that sequence that you have been refused. List them and give them the reasons you could remember that was why you were refused. If you did not mention any of these things in your new application, I tell you, it might get that your application being denied. The visa officer will say you have not answered this thing truthfully. So how are we sure that every other thing that you've told us are truth? So make sure, don't say you forgot, you did not remember. Some people have served ban. They will ask you, have you been in any way being banned from entering this country? Don't hide it. List it up and tell the reason why because it's going to help them to address your application. Now, let me quickly say something. If you applied, maybe let's say take Canada for instance, they've denied you 3 times. When you're applying the 4th one, you're not going to mention the denial of the 2nd and the 3rd on the 1st. You're going to mention just that last refusal that you got. Then you make sure you address it in your letter of explanation. Remember, you mix them together. Letter of explanation and SOP is the same thing. But you use SOP mostly initially when you're doing your first application. Why you use letter of explanation when you're doing your second application or reapplying, this is where you'll be able to write or explain the reason why of that refusal. Remember, this is not the time for you to start writing a fresh SOP. Make it concise and go straight to the point, writing the reason why you were refused. If it was you were unable to prove the relationship of your sponsor, make it clear and attach documents stating that yes, I was refused because of inadequate documentation for proof of relationship. Make and then list out those documents and explain that particular one clear for the visa officer to understand. Do this and you will see your visa application will be in check. And by the time attestation letter come, you move. See you later.